Hi, welcome to Amber's Garden Corner. Today we'll be discussing baby chicks and what you do when you get them either hatch them or bring them home, or at least what I do. I like to use a lid to put a little bit of food on first so that they get used to eating. I'll tap my finger on it and usually they'll start following suit. Okay. So, once they've fluffed out from the brooder, I like to get an old lid and I will put a little grit down and a little oats and a fresh scrambled egg. I just find that they like to peck on the lid more, and I tap my finger generally, and it usually will attract them to start eating. Once they start eating, they know all about that. Also, if I'm sprinkling some onto the lid, it makes little tinking noises, which attracts the chick's attention, and their instincts go forward to start pecking. And the water, I will give them a little bit of water, just lightly dip the very tip of their beak into it so they'll start drinking. And after they start getting the hang of it, I'll put the feeder in here and tap my finger on it a few times, and it'll draw their attention over, and usually they'll start pecking. I watch them closely. I give them a little bit of the oatmeal and the grits. Make sure you give them, if you're going to give them supplementing besides baby chick food, I go ahead and make sure you sprinkle a little baby chick grit into the food. And turn that. Now, when they're first day old, I go ahead and leave it on the bottom, but I've got some little wood blocks that I set them on in here so that it raises it up. I've got to change the water again. They tend to, when it's down actually in the brooder box, they tend to kick all kinds of shavings right into the water. So if I put it in a little block, it elevates it up. And it works. It still gets messy, but not quite as nearly as much. But when they're in the beginning, I just leave it down on the bottom because, you know, you just want to make sure that they're strongly eating and drinking. And of course you want a brooder light. I will tend to put it in about the middle or towards the end. Right now, when they're so new, I didn't want to, when they're so newly hatched, I have it a little bit closer to the water and the food because they really need the heat right now more. And in about a day or two, I'll move it to the other end of the box. That way they can easily move, you know, forward or back, whichever is nice for them. At about a week old, I tend to start turning off the light. just for about like maybe 20 minutes in the during the day, and then I'll turn it back on just to start hardening it up a little bit, but without stressing them out a lot. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment. We love to hear from you. Have a great day.